Hello, this is Mr. Huff, and I want to talk about the expected use of engineering computers and the rules that go with those. The first and foremost thing is when you carry these computers, you always need to carry them with two hands. I don't want to see them balanced in one hand. Also, I like them to be closed. Closed, carried with two hands, not open and typing with one hand as you walk to someone else to show them something. Always carry them with two hands. I will remind you guys to carry them with two hands if I see people not doing that. I also want you guys to remind each other, hey, carry that with two hands. The thing is, if you drop these, it's bad news. So always be safe. Carry them with two hands. Am I clear? Two hands on the computer at all times when you're carrying it. This is what a workspace would look like. Notice that there is nothing on top of the computer and that it's flat on the desk. I don't want to see computers balanced on top of books or bags. I don't want to see computers hanging off the edge of a table. It needs to be flat on the table, away from the edge. The only thing on top of it is your hands. Nothing on top of the computer. The reason is we did have an incident a couple of years ago where someone was listening to headphones and they had the headphones laying on top of the computer. And the class got there, they slammed the computer closed and broke the screen on the headphones. So I don't want anything on top of the computer, and they need to be flat on the desk. When you return the computer to the cart, make sure that all of them are plugged in. Everybody needs to check that the computers are plugged in. So everybody check, and that way everybody's computer is going to be charged. We're going to be running these in 4 classes this year, and the batteries will not make it through the day unless we charge them. So they have to be plugged in when you return them to the cart. Another thing is when you are finished using a computer, you need to be sure to shut it down. So that means pressing the Windows key at the bottom left, and then finding the power option, click on that, and then you're going to choose Shutdown. What this will do for you is it will log you completely off, and it will shut it down so it's not using the battery while it's charging. Another thing that will happen is about every 2 weeks we'll get an update from Windows, and it'll say updating computer. So when you do shutdown, choose shutdown and update, and then it will finish the update while it's in the cart. You can go ahead and close the computer and put it away. It will finish doing what it needs to do. Let's talk about some things that I don't want to see happening on the engineering computers. First thing is it's hard for these computers to make it through the day as they are. They do not have enough battery capacity to do the work and charge your precious little phone. So do not plug your phones into these computers to charge. I will remind you to unplug them if I see it. Don't make me remind you to do that a whole lot. Another thing that you don't have time for in my room is to play video games on my computers. So if you're going to play games, you need to do it on your personal laptop, and we do need to have a discussion of your time management. Engineering classes tend to be a lot of work, and it has to be done in my room. There's a lot of stuff that you cannot take home, and if you're not using your time wisely in class, it is really hard to be successful. And the last thing is, and this is pretty serious, if you install a VPN or a VPN comes from your profile and gets on my machine, there will be disciplinary action taken because you are not only risking that computer but potentially the work of 3 other students, and I lose the machine for a few weeks while IT comes and takes it and reformats it. These computers are unique on the network, and if a VPN gets installed on them, IT knows instantly. Usually the response time is 30 minutes to an hour before I'm notified, and if it's we will find the account that it's associated with, and there will be disciplinary action. So I need to be clear on that. Don't install VPNs on my machines. Just don't do it. So So those are the expectations for computers. Big things: carry them with two hands, keep them flat on the desk, make sure they're charging whenever you are done using them. Be sure and shut down so you're logged out. And if you can do those things, you're in good shape.